For over 65 million years, the Earth has been without its greatest predator. The Tyrannosaurus rex, 40 feet long, weighing over 8 tons, with bone-shattering jaws. It ruled North America during the late Cretaceous, feared by all who lived. But today, that monster is gone. Or so we thought. Because deep in the realm of modern science, something extraordinary is brewing. And a question once left to fiction is now being taken seriously. What if scientists resurrected the T-Rex and brought it back to life? At first glance, it sounds impossible, like something out of a Hollywood script. But the truth is, science has already taken steps in that very direction. The field is called deextinction, and it's more real than most people believe. In recent years, scientists have successfully cloned endangered and extinct species in laboratories. The Pyrenean ibex, black-footed ferret, and even mammoths are now de-extinction candidates. In frozen Siberia, mammoth DNA has been preserved well enough for experimental use. So naturally, some scientists have started looking further back in evolutionary time. To dinosaurs. To apex predators. And yes, to the mighty T-Rex. The first barrier to resurrection is simple and devastating: DNA doesn't last forever. Even under perfect conditions, DNA breaks down after about 6 million years. And the T-Rex died out over 66 million years ago. That's more than 10 times the upper limit for DNA survival on Earth. No matter how well a fossil is preserved, its genetic code is unrecoverable. So without usable T-Rex DNA, traditional cloning is simply off the table. That's where genetic engineering steps in with an alternate, and controversial, solution. You see, birds are direct descendants of theropod dinosaurs, including the T-Rex. Genetically, modern chickens, ostriches, and emus are distant relatives of ancient predators. Some scientists believe we could rewind evolution by editing avian embryos. This idea, popularized as the Chickenosaurus project, proposes activating dormant dinosaur traits. By modifying genes responsible for tails, teeth, claws, and snouts, ancient traits could return. We could potentially engineer a dinosaur-like creature using modern bird DNA. Not a perfect T-Rex replica, but something close. Something real. Something ancient reborn. Let's imagine they succeed. Let's say, through synthetic DNA, genetic manipulation, or bioprinting, a living T-Rex is created. What would the consequences be? What would the world do with such a creature? The first issue is containment. A full-grown T-Rex could weigh over 16,000 pounds and run up to 20 miles per hour. It would require reinforced enclosures, sophisticated feeding systems, and 24-hour surveillance. Any breach in security would mean a disaster no modern zoo could handle. Because we've never had to manage something that evolved to be an unstoppable hunter. Even trained keepers can't stop a lion with their bare hands. Now multiply that challenge by 20 times the size and 10 times the strength. Then comes the ethical debate. The T-Rex didn't evolve in the world we've built today. It knew a world of giant ferns, volcanic landscapes, and slow-moving prey. Modern temperatures, oxygen levels, and ecosystems are completely foreign to this species. How would it survive? What would it eat? How would it behave? Would it suffer from confusion, stress, or biological failure in unfamiliar surroundings? Is bringing a creature back, just to contain it in a lab, morally acceptable? Are we reviving life? Or creating a prisoner? And let's not forget the ecological implications. A T-Rex on the loose wouldn't just be a danger to humans. It would be an invasive apex predator in a world without natural checks. It could annihilate entire species of deer, livestock, or even elephants. Ecosystems finely balanced over thousands of years would collapse from a single predator. And if governments decided to militarize or experiment on the creature, worse outcomes follow. Imagine a cloned dinosaur turned into a bioweapon, or used in unethical gene splicing. In short, what begins as science might end as something far darker. But there's also another side to the story. Bringing back the T-Rex would be the single greatest scientific achievement in history. It would redefine biology, genetics, and evolutionary science for generations. We could learn about dinosaur metabolism, behavior, and biology in real time. We could observe movement, hunting techniques, communication, and see how dinosaurs truly lived. And those lessons could shape new medicines, biomimetic designs, and even genetic repair. It could pave the way to reviving other species lost to extinction and neglect. Creatures like the dodo, the thylacine, and even ancient mammoths. In some cases, bringing extinct animals back might even restore broken ecosystems. So, should we do it? If scientists resurrected the T-Rex, would the world celebrate, or panic? Would it be humanity's greatest innovation, or its most reckless mistake? Are we prepared to handle what we bring back from the past? Or are we opening a door we won't be able to close? Because the T-Rex isn't just a skeleton in a museum. It's a symbol of raw, ancient power, untamed, unstoppable, and never meant for this time. What happens if we bring it back? We might learn more than ever before. Or lose control faster than we imagine. The choice would be ours. But the responsibility? That would belong to every one of us.